Hi, my elementary 2 artist. We are winding up our year, so this will be one of the last projects that I throw at you. Next week I'm going to show you a fun end of the school year thing that we always do. So today I wanted to show you a collage cutting idea based on the art of Keith Haring. I've put a link so you can check out some of his work, so you can get an idea of the graphics that he used. And he was quite a designer. He started as a graffiti artist, so he had to figure out a way to convey what he wanted to say really quickly, really boldly, and be able to put it all through the city. So he was based out of New York, and you'll know his work when you see it because he's been around and he does a lot of work, or his images are used for a lot of work in fashion as well. So to start this project, I need you to gather up some colored paper, or you can use cereal boxes, you can use magazines, you can use newspapers. So I'm going to start with a repeated design. So I've got two different papers here. I think I'm actually going to do 4 at a time. So I'm going to fold it in half. I just chose purple and orange because go Ratner. So I'm going to just crease this. Now, I want to draw a simple, expressive outline of a figure in the style of Keith Haring. So I think actually I'm going to cut this in half because I want to do a couple of different figures. So remember, you're cutting through 4 pieces of paper, so you can't get hyper detail because it's going to be really. So I'm just going to draw kind of a simple, exaggerated, jumping figure here. So see how I'm trying to keep it pretty simple and stylized, right? So let's see, let's do a head, let's do another kind of a victory jump, right? Yay, school year's almost done, woohoo, victory jump. So there, I think I can cut that out. So I'm going to, again, because I've got 4 here, I'm just going to try to, and I've got my smaller scissors because I can navigate a lot easier, but it doesn't offer me a lot of strength here. But, let's see how fast I can do this. Someday I'm going to learn how to fast forward my videos for you so you don't have to watch me do all the cut work. But I'm not there yet, but I'll get there. I'm learning every day. So Keith Haring was really a pretty interesting character. There have been a lot of documentaries on him. Some maybe not as appropriate for your age, but his artwork is so recognizable, and he really had a lot to say with his work, and it was very powerful, and he really did kind of change the world with his art. So these scissors are too little for my big thumbs, so I'm going to just go around. Oh, look at that, I'm almost done. I hope you really take the time to look at some of his examples of his work. I always thought that the iPod, when it came out, that they kind of ripped off Keith Haring's work by their silhouetted figures to design, but he had already passed it though. He couldn't fight him on it. So here I have my 4 figures cut out. I'm not sure if I'm going to arrange them in a symmetrical, but I do kind of like that. Look at that pattern that happened inside. You could create a scene with them. You could create kind of a puzzle. Oops, he's upside down. Actually, I kind of like him upside down. Let's do that. That's really funny. You could overlap them and create a work. They don't even have to be symmetrical. Even though they're the same, you could do them any way that you wanted. Once you get the design and the layout that you want, You could glue it down. You can use a glue stick if you have it. I just like liquid glue because it's fast and it stays where I want it to be. So another thing that Keith Haring did, he would create these and then he would make them kind of radiate. So they had these expressions. So you could take, let's see, a thick black marker, and he would do radiating lines out from them. It gives them sort of a different energy, right? So that would be like a movement line. You can keep playing with that. You can make your own sort of designs around. Maybe he needs a crown. Maybe it's that kind of day. So I hope you enjoy looking at Keith Haring's work, learning a little bit more about him, and trying to create a fun, playful artwork with movement. All right, see you next week.